morning, friends. It is Monday morning, October 12th. I've got a cup of coffee with a delicious oat milk froth on top. She's a little bit hot, but delicious. Good morning. Today I thought for this week's vlog I would share with you kind of what a work day looks like in my life. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I feel like a lot of YouTubers share this like hustle, 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 grind, grind, grind. And that will never be my life. I will never allow myself to design a life like that. And I don't want anybody that admires that lifestyle or anybody that lives that lifestyle to feel like I'm shaming you. I feel like if you're really happy doing that, that's awesome. I am someone I feel like in the world, we have a huge influx of divine masculine energy in the workplace. And that doesn't mean men. It just means the divine masculine in work is hustle, grind. Who do I need to be? Let me go out there. And if I be who the client needs me to be, I will get more people to come to me. I have to become what they need. And divine feminine energy, which is what I really try to base my business model off of, because I am a full-time content creator. And I've been a full-time content creator for 7 going on 8 years. I did the gaming industry for 7 years, and now I'm over here doing tarot card reading and spirituality. So my original business model was based off of the divine masculine, and where I am now in business, I really try to base it off of the divine feminine, which says, who am I? Let me be who I'm going to be authentically, and the right people that need to see what I make will be attracted to me. So that's really how I prefer to be. I prefer to work in a flow-based mentality versus a grind, grind, hustle force. It's force versus flow. So I will never be someone that is gonna come on here and show you my work day. Don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'm in my divine masculine, sometimes I'm working 15 hours a day, but that is actually something that I'm really trying to steer away from. And I'm asking myself, if I could have my ideal life tomorrow, of everything I'm trying to manifest, what kind of work week would I have? And then I'm trying my best to actually act that out now with what I have. So, and it's not really acting, it's doing, because I am doing the career that I would like to be in right now, which is very fortunate. But basically, I'm gonna show you kind of what a typical workday would look like for me in that regard. So I don't want you to be alarmed if you don't feel like I'm not working this crazy 10-hour day, because honestly, as a society, we need to be shifting away from that. It's not serving us, it's hurting us. We have never had a more sicker, tired, worn out, burnt out generation. And I believe it comes from that work hard mentality. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna get up to today. I'm gonna enjoy my coffee for a little bit. This is what I mean by very like slow paced morning. I get up around 8 a.m. and I'll have my cup of coffee. I'm listening to Chilled Cow. I do not do electronics in the morning aside from music. I don't turn my phone on for the first like 1 to 2 hours of my day. I just leave it. Today I do have a video going live, so I probably around 9, which I assume it's probably closer to 8:30 by now. Around 9, I'm gonna jump in and look at comments from you all, but for now I'm just gonna enjoy my coffee, be present with all 5 of my senses, or 6 of them, and I might read my tarot cards for a little bit and just kind of chill out this morning before I have to actually get ready to start filming and just doing the other stuff I would do on a typical work day.
I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my
Y'all, I'm so bugged with myself right now. Okay, I just sat and responded to comments for an hour. That's something I always try to do regardless of what video is going up. I always try to spend the first hour that the video goes live in my comments talking to you. And if there's not enough new comments coming in, I'll go and respond to older comments as well. And I do that for mental health reasons. Sometimes I'll spend more time because I do think it's important as the creator to have a relationship with your audience. But I've noticed that for my mental health, I kind of have to back away. And lately, especially going into into my 12th house transits, where I'm very highly sensitive. Like, I am a highly sensitive person, but this is just like a really sensitive time for me. So spent an hour in my comments. That's not why I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at myself right now because I thought I'm filming a starseed video today that I thought I had notes on. Like, I kind of pre-plan a lot of my podcast episodes that you see on the channel, like my lightworker video, stuff like that. I pre-planned the talking points just so I kind of have something to base the content off of, because if I don't, I am all over the place and I will have like 8 side stories when I'm trying to tell like a specific story. And then all of a sudden in the middle of the video, you'll just hear me start talking about raccoons when it like doesn't even apply. So, yeah, I try to have like these talking points, and I forgot that last week I sat down to look at the notes for this starseed video and I didn't like them, so I deleted them. And for some reason in my mind, I was like, oh yeah, my talking points are already ready. I can just print them out and set up the camera, get myself ready. No, I don't have any talking points. So now I have to sit here and come up with a whole new podcast draft. Honestly, I'm really proud. This only took me like 20 minutes to put together, 25-ish minutes. I thought it was gonna take an hour and a half, and I'm just glad that it was really fast. Initially, I thought I was gonna do a video talking about how to know that you're a starseed, but I feel like that's gonna have to come with a little bit more research on my part because the video is just not ready. And I actually asked like my guides and my own galactic family what needed to be shared right now, and this was the download that I got. So it's gonna be 6 helpful tips for starseeds and HSPs, which is highly sensitive people, and kind of how to like navigate that calling a little bit easier, or just maybe some pointers, because I know a lot of people that identify as starseeds with dual missions or highly sensitive people. A lot of y'all carry the weight of the world, and I feel like this is gonna be really helpful. So this will be out later this month, and I'm very excited about it. And now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go do my hair probably off camera, and then we'll do a little speed through of my makeup before we start filming.
Drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone.
All right, so we have a little OTD moment. Skirt. It's like this nice pleated skirt. This is from Target, belt from Target, faux leather, obviously. This shirt is actually thrifted. I got it from one of my best friends in the entire world. She sent it to me in a random care package, and it was thrifted, I'm pretty sure, or it was just passed down from her. And genuinely, I think it's one of my favorite shirts. It feels like so business appropriate. Like I know sleeveless maybe isn't like a good look for a job interview, but I feel like if I was gonna go ever interview for a job, this look is like really business appropriate. Alchemy necklace, obviously, my girl Lior. Hoop earrings, these are just from Target. I probably won't wear these glasses in my video because of the glare, but those are from Firmoo. It's where like all my glasses are from. Bracelets, I have a watch on that's really old from Movement. It is leather, but I kind of live by that policy of I'm not gonna buy leather, but if I already had something that was leather, just like throwing it away to me is even more wasteful. So watch from Movement, and this bracelet is a Gem Goddess white jade bracelet. So I do need to put on a lipstick. I just spent the last like 15 minutes running around my house looking for a red lipstick that I had just purchased, and I cannot find it. I haven't even worn it and I can't find it. So I don't know what I'm gonna put on my lips yet for this video, but it's fine. All right, so I want to show you how funny I think this setup is. So this is what we got as the backdrop, right? It looks really cool. This is where I'll be sitting with my little table and tripod and stuff that I'll probably move a little closer. This is my desk space. I have a white LED ring light here, a true colored light here to kind of balance out the colors. I am actually going to be ordering new lights soon, hopefully some like soft boxes, But this is kind of how janky I make this room for podcasting. I'm also gonna move that vacuum a little bit out of frame. And it's really funny because this room, probably by next month this time, is gonna look completely different. We're like ordering a new couch. Our whole living room is getting like upgraded this month at some point. And so this is like the only time you'll ever see how funny this looks. But I just kind of wanted to be true to form and show you that like, the setup looks really great on camera, but it's kind of a mess. Like I have my microphone moved with an extension USB cable up here. And that's like the little table I just have my stuff on. Like my notes are printed on that sheet of paper. I'm gonna sit here. You won't see this table at all in the frame. And then, oh, I also have this cool little star projector down here. It's just balancing on a game. This is like a Switch game that it's just balancing on. And I felt like it was really appropriate because we're talking about star seeds today. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and get to work. Also, I felt the need to mention this before we get to work. This is the camera I'm currently running with. It's a Canon Rebel T6i with a 50mm. I'm filming on a vlogging camera, which is the Canon G7X Mark II. But this camera, I haven't filmed a podcast with this in a long time, so I'm hoping this is gonna look cool. I think it will. It should give us a really cool blurred background, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what it looks like. Oh snap, that's a wrap. I already put my pajamas back on, as you can see. I don't understand why anybody gets dressed for their day and then like comes home and stays dressed until bedtime. Like, I will never be that person that is on that level of productivity. Anytime I'm not filming, I'm in pajamas. I'm a Taurus sun, Taurus moon, both in the house of Libra. I have so much Venus in my chart, like, she is here for comfort, okay? Especially as a Taurus, are you kidding? But now it is 1 o'clock, 1:06. I don't usually have lunch until about 2:30 sometimes. So I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee because I try to limit myself to 3 cups of coffee a day. And I usually have one in the morning, one around lunch-ish time, and then if I want to have a third, I'll have it like right before my husband gets home. I try not to have coffee after a certain time, but I'm gonna make myself another cup of coffee and then I'm gonna sit down and edit the video that I just shot, because I feel like the sooner I can do the editing, the fresher it is in my mind to just get it done. So that's what we're gonna get up to now for a little bit. And something else I want to say is I really try not to work after my husband gets home. Not because we're spending all of our time together, but I just feel like it's a different speed. Like when he comes home, the energy in the house is slower because his work day is done too. So I really try actually to get off before him so I can have some me time before he gets home. And something else I want to mention, because Divine Feminine, I don't work every day of the week anymore. I used to, and while I was setting up for YouTuber, I was working like 6 days a week. But I'm at the point now where I don't work more than 3 days a week. That's like my ultimate goal is I either work Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, depending on what I'm doing that week. Either I will take Tuesday off and then work Monday, or I won't work Monday and I'll take Tuesday off. So I'm so proud of myself. I got that whole video edited and now I'm gonna render it and go make some lunch. So for lunch, I actually have leftovers. So this is just a tortilla that I just heated it up a little bit so it would be pliable. And I have basically this Spanish rice that I made yesterday. And then there's vegan chicken, black beans, corn, and broccoli in this mixture. And I'm just gonna put this in my tortilla. I'm trying to get most of the innards that aren't rice. And I'm just gonna put all of this in here. Basically what I'm gonna make is a wet burrito, which if you're from SoCal, like I feel like y'all know, or like maybe even some parts of Texas that are, I mean, you might just know in general, but I grew up in Southern California, so I feel like Mexican food is like, it's got a big place in my heart. So I'm just kind of lining this up like a burrito, and I'm going to try my best. This is a fat burrito. This is gonna be a mess. Yeah, I'm basically making like a chimichanga or a wet burrito style. And I'm gonna roll it like so. And then I come over here to this pan. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on this pan. And I'm gonna put this burrito seam side down on my pan. And then once I flip it, I'll show it to you on the plate when it's like ready to put sauce and stuff on. All right, that is the burrito situation. Looks so good. And basically, normally you would put like sauce on this and then bake it, but we don't do that in this house because we don't have time for that. So I have some enchilada sauce that I'm gonna basically just pour over top of this. And I guess I'm just gonna do it like this. Just trying to be careful. I don't like a ton of sauce. You can do this with like hot sauces too, but I like the red enchilada sauce. I think it's good. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of this nutritional yeast. Basically this just has like a cheese flavor. Normally, if you weren't doing this plant-based, you would do cheese on top and then like put it in the oven to melt the cheese. And then this is not traditional, but I really like it. I'm putting the Trader Joe's lemon pepper on top because I'm obsessed with this stuff. I think it's so freaking good. I put it on literally everything. And that is gonna be that. So let's go. And honestly, that really concludes my workday. It's like 2:30 in the afternoon. And if I can, I always try to end work before my husband gets home. My husband gets off work between 4 and 5, usually, sometimes as late as 6. It just really depends. But I always try to be done with work usually by 3:30. I'm actually done kind of early today. I'm letting that video render, and I could go back and make a thumbnail and like work on SEO, but that's kind of the beauty of being a YouTuber and always being 2 weeks or more in front of my schedule, is I can kind of play with the time frames. And so what I'm gonna do now is enjoy my lunch, and I think I'm gonna turn on maybe YouTube and see if there's any stuff I have to catch up on, like KhloeNegrete videos, or there's also some movies. Like I put some new TV shows up on my Netflix that I would like to look into watching, maybe some more documentaries. But honestly, that kind of concludes my workday. I do think I want to do like a little photo shoot when my husband gets home. We're gonna go out and snap a few pictures for this vlog and like for my Instagram, but literally we just drive to somewhere pretty and snap like 20 pictures and call it a day. So I probably won't record that part of my day, but that's really it. I mean, like I said, if you were expecting like this big hustle work vlog, that is definitely how I used to be. But as I've been taking more time to slow down, like this is way more typical of what my work day would look like, is me getting out of work by 2:30, 3:30, starting sometime around 9 a.m. How many hours is that? It's like 5.5 to 6 hours, 3 days a week. And the other days of my week that I'm not like producing content, I technically am working, but it's like on the creative stuff. It's like making things for Instagram or coming up with new concepts. Or I feel like in this day and age, many people don't give themselves that creative freedom. Like they just make themselves work, hustle, and then they can't come up and conceptualize new ideas because there's no time. So I like to spend like half of my, or like a third of my week playing, resting, relaxing, a third of my week creating whatever comes to my mind and thinking up new ideas, and a third of my week working. So that is kind of it. And I always feel like I'm afraid, sorry, random closing note, I'm always afraid to share this part of myself online because I always feel like there's this thing with society where they think if you're not working, then like your time is available to them. But I also realized that I don't really make time for people like that feel like they're entitled to my time. So I'm someone that requires a ton of alone time, a ton of downtime, and I've cultivated a life that really caters to that. So yeah, I don't know why I've always been like afraid to voice that. Like, I feel like I like giving people the illusion that I do work really long hours, which, like I said, sometimes that is true. Like doing YouTuber, I worked so hard for that. Every single day, 6 days a week, really long hours, but ultimately that's just not the life I want to be living. So anyways, that's all the thoughts that I have for that. I'm gonna go enjoy my food before it gets cold and turn something on the TV. But I love you all so much. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm at Kloee Taylor, and I will catch you all in a future video. I hope you're having a fantastic October and that you're getting all of that spooky goodness in your life. And I'll talk to you again soon. Love you. Bye.